Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Let's Play Shadowrun Dragonfall. And the answer was the timer had gone off a while ago and I had lost track of time. Let it run. So it was the 33-minute episode. Oh well, not too long. 3 minutes over what my chosen max is. Auto-saved. Karma gain 2. Let's get this. Oh, and look, we got flashy stuff down there. Let's turn in this Bioware. You're back. Do you have my merchandise? I do, in fact. It's right here. So you do. Yes, yes. This is exactly what I've been waiting for. Good work, whatevs. The doctor turns away, rifling through the samples and inspecting their labels. He looks like a kid in a candy store. As per our agreement, there will be no monetary compensation for this run, but you'll give me a moment. I will add the samples you've recovered to my inventory. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Thanks, Doc. There are a few more details that we need to discuss. Fine, fine, but let's make this quick, right? I want to get this merchandise logged into inventory before it starts to thaw. The Shiawase Corporation had eyes on that building. I had to fight one of their retrieval teams. Oh, I can't say that I'm surprised. They were instrumental in engineering my downfall back in Spain. The bastards brought all manner of drummed-up charges on me. The tabloid press had a field day. I wouldn't worry about Shiawase. They may have their files on me, but they won't take any direct action against the Cruise Bazaar. I have information on some of their executives that would be quite embarrassing if it ever came to light. One of the researchers survived. He's gone insane in there over the past couple of years. He refuses to leave. Thinks he's something called a Night King. How tragic. As far as I'm concerned, he can stay there for as long as he likes. The lease is paid through 2061, and I don't need the building for anything. That's characteristically generous of you, Doctor. The money is already spent, whatevs. I can't get a refund, and the cleanup cost on getting the building up and running would ruin me. So it's going to sit idle one way or the other. Anyway, I already have what I need for the facility. If your little friend wants to play out his fantasies in there, he's more than welcome to. I wash my hands of it. Don't you want to know what caused the lockdown? A flicker of irritation passes over his face. He reluctantly turns back to face you. Yes, I suppose that I do. Go ahead, tell me. I'm all ears. Oh, funny joke. It was a stupid accident. Somebody spilled soy cough on a control console and a bunch of test animals killed the researchers. That is frustrating, but I suppose that's all water under the bridge. I have my merchandise after all. That's all that I needed. I'll let you get back to your inventory. Let's see what this inventory is. I found this schematic. Can you make and install it? I don't actually want it, but I'm going to give it to you. Interesting. These types of implanted injectors have become popular with some of the local gangs. Yes, I can install it, though I will need payment for the materials. Let's look at the cyberware you have. Okay. This is the one I had purchased. +2 intelligence. And I'm 2,000 off. That's going to replace this. I can't sell it. Can I reset it? No. There's the Encephalon, which is intelligence +1. This is Bioware. Introduces a... This is much... I could put this in at right now for +1 intelligence. Much less essence loss. Toxin inhaler, it's also the head. Close range poison attack, exhaler, okay. No Bioware here. Tailored pheromones could be useful. Orthoskin could be useful. Ooh, that could be useful. Synthecardium, +1 movement, +1 dodge, and throwing weapons. Mark 1. Those all could be useful. Yep. Leg. +1 dodge, +1 quickness. Same thing. Exit. Okay. I'm aiming for that encephalon because I am a decker and the intelligence is more important than a lot of the other things. Okay. Level 5 Huntress adds +1 movement passive. When triggered, user will dodge the first attack against the wired reflexes each round. Cost 1 AP. Duration 3, cooldown 4. Or a custom sniper rifle. I'll go with the custom sniper rifle. Static. Now costs 1 AP to cast. Ooh. Bigger range, or I'm going to do with the 1 AP to cast. Adrenal pump? Use her adrenal pump on a downed ally, reviving with 25% hit points. Shares a cooldown with her regular adrenal pump ability, which I haven't been using. Lasts 1 additional round, total of 4 rounds, cooldown 5. I need to be using that more. I did not know it was there. I am going to give you this. Increase your medic abilities. Okay. You're all level 5 now. Can I'm going to have to get canceled, aren't I? Okay. We are now going to go for the prototype release as a sort of, we've already handled it, type thing. I suppose I could go in here and see what they think about the that run. Judging by my hard drive situation, I'm not going to get all the way through another run before I get to the next part. Do you have anything to say? Any thoughts about that last run you'd like to share? Not right now, boss. I've got a lot on my mind. So think about what you told me earlier. You said your idol's going to make you pick a fight you couldn't win. Bound to happen eventually, probably sooner rather than later. You're pretty old. You've lasted a long time. Isn't there something that you can do to stop that from happening? Well, I suppose that I could refuse, but that probably wouldn't be a good idea, especially not now. Remember, boss, the Dragon Slayer is where my magic comes from. If I turn away from him, you'd better believe he'll turn away from me. Besides which, I don't even know if I can refuse him anymore. He's been with me so long, I don't know where he stops and I begin. Don't you worry about me, boss. I've known that this was coming for my entire life, and when it happens, I'll go down in a blaze of glory, the likes of which you can't even imagine. That's a promise. What if you were to pick a fight with a different kind of dragon, say maybe a gang or a corporation? That's an interesting idea. If it were big enough and heinous enough, he might be satisfied. I've never tried to bargain or negotiate with the Dragon Slayer before. I'm not sure how I feel about it, and I don't know how he'd take it either. The Dragon Slayer doesn't like to be questioned, and his temper's even shorter than mine. But I'll tell you what, boss, I'll think about it. You can't really believe your idol wants you to commit suicide. Of course not. The Dragon Slayer doesn't want me to die, but he does want me to kill dragons. That ain't supposed to be safe or easy. It isn't my idol's fault that I'm getting too old to keep up with his wishes. That's true. That is true. Do you have anything about this last run? Any thoughts about that last run? Nothing we haven't already talked about. Okay. And you're just going to say the same thing, aren't you? Whatevs. What do you need? And same stuff. Suit yourself. So I'm probably going to finish this video, and then I'm going to stop to process video. Maybe watch some Critical Role. U-Bahn platform. Yes, yes, I know. U-Bahn platform. We're going to do the AG Kimi Europa facility because we want to get a better reputation. Confirm. Well, it depends. I'll see where my hard drive stands at the end of this. I might get 1 or 2 more videos. Monolithic plastic sterile. The Berlin office of AG Kimi Europa is all of these things and more. The worst qualities of modern corporate culture, all mixed into a toxic stew and sluiced into a single prefab office building. Thankfully, you shouldn't have to stay long. According to the intel that your client provided, this should be a simple smash and grab operation. And you've been given the cool tools to carry it out with minimum fuss. The Mark 6 prototype, whatever it is waiting for you on the 25th floor. It's time to go in and get it. Oh, I forgot medical stuff. Yeah. I forgot medical stuff again. You have karma able to improve your character's attributes and skills. Open the karma screen? Sure, let's see how much I have. I have 3 karma. That's not really enough to be interesting me. I'm going to be trying to increase my ESP control, though. I'm going to be starting to save up karma to build intelligence up and decking up, and then ESP control up. So I'm not going to be spending anything for a while. Reach the 25th floor. AG Kimi Europa, Satellite Administrative Complex after hours. Okay, let's do inspections before... Let's see what we got before we go advance. Medical supplies. Thank you. These crates have been sealed. The only visible markings are Project Alpha, I think is what it said. Advanced medical kit. Okay. Let's go this way, see if there's anything this way. Thank you, game, for giving me medical supplies when I forgot to buy them. I don't want to be surprised. Find there's stuff going on around me. After a few moments of sifting through cables, you find a diagnostic connector with the right input to fit the little black box that Herr Schmidt gave you. Plug in the little black box. Little sister! Go, little sister! The connector slips into the box with a satisfying click. Tiny red light set into the box's lid begins flashing. After a few seconds, it turns solid yellow and then finally shifts to green. Shut down building security. At that instant, all the lights in the garage turn off. A few seconds later, the emergency lighting kicks in. If what Schmidt told you was true, you've just killed the main power for most of the building. In theory, the box has also circumvented the security cameras on the building's upper floors. You should be able to intercept the camera feeds by tapping into the elevator console on the 24th floor. Handy little thing. It's almost exactly like something that we had in a Champions game. That's why I've been calling it Little Sister. Except for that one became sentient and self-aware and a cool character. Handy little thing. Alright, team, let's go. Oh, there we go. Eiger indicates console built into the wall beside the elevator. This looks like the elevator console. The camera feed should have been routed here. It only takes a moment to connect your PDA, and immediately visual feeds from all over the building begin to flood in. Yes, definitely a handy little toy. Now I really want one. Yeah, we had to compete with the NPC teams a lot in that Champions game. It was basically like Black Ops superhero game. Okay. Oh, did not mean to do that. Let's go back upstairs. Okay. That's the elevator. That's one. There's a corpse. Medical supplies note. Observation console. Security camera 14. Why is there a corpse? Security camera 4. There is the team. Okay. Let's move over here. Data store records. Records terminal. Let's see if we can find some pay data. Search the archive. Prototype? How about Project Alpha? Okay. Can we get into here? Might be able to. Let's go up here first. Building maintenance. Ooh. More medical supplies. Yes, please. Basic medikit. Well, anything's better than nothing, which is what I had when I started this mission. Oh. What is this? Junior Executive Werner Hardiger. On the bar, a number of bottles of alcohol. Most of them look expensive. Grab a bottle for the road. Cheap booze. At first glance, this terminal appears unremarkable. It's password locked, and a cheerful screensaver marches across its display. Upon closer inspection, you notice something. Interspersed among the colorful bouncing sprites in the screensaver, there's a symbol you recognize. The dead drop marker of the shock Wallenreiter. As you study the display, a green light winks on above the terminal's display, the recording light of a pinhole camera. The screensaver disappears and the screen floods with glowing text. This is an open request for information about the projects and material prototypes being developed at this facility. It is known that a synthetic drug is being developed here that is Atlas, in support of a project called Atlas. In addition, a functional prototype called MKVI has been developed. The first contributor to provide us with the project data for Atlas, the chemical formula for this new drug, and visual records of the MKVI in operation will be handsomely rewarded. All 3 pieces of information are required for a payout. AG Kimi Europa is known to be a heartless corporation with little regard for human safety or morality. They guard their secrets jealously and seek to hoard all information gained for themselves. This behavior cannot be allowed to go unpunished. What they know, all shall know. No longer will they hide their secrets in the shadows. The timely delivery of this information will be well rewarded. Freedom, equality, information, Chuck Wellenreiter. Yay! What are you? Lennart Stromberg, Secretary Annika Schroeder. Examine the keypad in astral space. Off to one side since a numeric keypad. Can't do anything yet. Leave it alone. Do I have any mission items? I have Turkish coffee. What am I doing with Turkish coffee? I might have to look up what you do with Turkish coffee. Okay, I can't get in there yet. Leading that way. I don't want to open that door yet. Security room. Going in there will mean a fight. Okay. There's an elevator console. Leave it alone. We don't have the keys for that yet. I may have to go into that. Contaminant detector. Clear the toxic gas from the room. Laboratory entrance. I guess we now know what caused the corpse. We did. Laboratory observation. Observation console. Warning light strobes out from the console at your approach. Large white letters shriek out against a red background. Warning. Toxic contaminant detected. Cocoa 2 phosgene gas. Hazardous material. Override engaged. Laboratory entrances locked down. Purge laboratory. Introduce gaseous agent to laboratory atmosphere. Access substance library. Connection failed. Nexus network access unavailable. Use direct terminal access in the data store. COCL2. Walk away. Okay, we're going to go to the data store. We're going to look up Atlas and that COCL2. We might have to go in to that security room. COCL2. Commonly known as phosgene gas, a highly toxic colorless gas that gained infamy for its use as a chemical weapon during the First World War. It is also valued as an industrial reagent and as a building block for which pharmaceuticals and other organic compounds can be synthesized. In low concentrations, its odor is reminiscent of freshly cut grass. The odor detection threshold for a phosgene is 0.4 parts per million, 4 times its threshold limit value. Phosgene-related deaths are generally caused by the interaction of the gas and the proteins of the pulmonary alveoli. The end result of this interaction is the destruction of the blood-air barrier, preventing the transmission of oxygen to the blood. Death by suffocation inevitably follows. It's highly recommended that any employee working in or around this gas wear a detector badge. Suitable supply of NaHCO3, sodium bicarbonate for liquid phosgene, and NH3 ammonia for gaseous phosgene be kept on hand to neutralize spills and leakages. NH3. Conduct another Atlas. Oh, I don't bypass authorization code. Authorization accepted. Welcome, Herr Stromberg. MKVI prototype data stored under Project Atlas heading. Project Atlas. Volumes of information begin to flit across the screen. A good half of what you're seeing has already been redacted, and the rest is written in impossibly dense corpse speak. Download the project data to your PDA for the shock Velen writer. Access visual record. VP level authorization required. Do you wish to proceed? Continue. Bypass the authorization code? Accepted. There are too many records here to sort through quickly. A quick scan reveals the following details. Recordings of laboratory experiments of metahumans, images of extensive series of cyber surgeries being performed upon a large troll, recordings of that same troll carving his way through opponents with a massive axe, and gun cam footage from what appears to be a vehicle-mounted chain gun. The weapon has been photographed tearing apart a variety of targets, both artificial and organic. Copy the visual records. Now, you copy the record. Computer turns you to the main menu. Okay. And I'm going to go to new videos. Or not. Depends on my hard drive space. See you in a moment.